Welcome to Edmunds Top Rated Awards 2021. This year we've got 8 winners, everything from trucks to SUVs, sedans to sports cars, including a new award for Best Luxury EV. Lots of interest in that one. Let's take a peek at the set. An Edmunds Top Rated Award goes to the finest vehicle in a given segment. We're not recognising the best that just happened to be launched this year, we're recognising the best, period. That's a really important distinction. We can and do have repeat winners. In this film we're going to give you a snapshot of every vehicle, but if you'd like to read or hear more, head to edmunds.com/toprated. And why not subscribe to the Edmunds YouTube channel for all the latest reviews. Let's get on with it. First up, trucks. Its launch was delayed by COVID, but when we finally got our paws on the new Ford F-150, we weren't disappointed. It was a close call, but Ford's done just enough to edge out last year's winner, the Ram 1500.
The Ford's bragging rights are numerous, including best-in-class max towing, max payload, torque, and acceleration. But we feel that its true strength lies with its extensive and varied options that offer shoppers a chance to get a truck that is truly tailored to their needs.
Our favorite addition is Pro Power On Board, a revolutionary feature that turns the F-150 into a mobile generator. In its most powerful configuration, it can run a tailgate party for days.
With the F-150, Ford displays a clear understanding of the changing needs and wants of truck customers. And for that, and the other reasons we've outlined, it deserves our Top Rated Award.
I don't need to remind you what a rubbish year 2020 has been, but despite all the challenges, we've still managed to test over 150 vehicles. Here's our head of testing, Jonathan Elfelen, to explain how we determine a winner.
As Alistair said, we test a ton of vehicles every year, and our process is the most robust in the business. We measure every vehicle's performance at the Edmunds test track. We evaluate their comfort, utility, and efficiency on our 115-mile standardized road loop, and we live with them day to day in the real world. Each vehicle is scored and ranked with respect to its segment, with the overall winners representing the very best of their type.
SUVs dominate today's market. It seems like a week doesn't go by without a new one being unveiled. This year, the redesigned Rogue marks a big step forward for Nissan, and we're impressed by Mazda's fun-size CX-30, but none of these could topple last year's winner. The Telluride was a landmark car for Kia, and it remains the best mainstream SUV on sale today.
And it isn't just one feature or a few small advantages here and there. It's the Telluride's overall package that continues to impress.
Depending on which variant you choose, this large 3-row SUV seats 7 or even 8 passengers, so there's plenty of space for family hauling. Inside, we love the attention to detail, from the handsome design to the high-quality materials to the oodles of storage space.
Its 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage is among the best you can get, and its design is exceptionally attractive. Not only have we evaluated one in our long-term test fleet, we even have a Telluride owner on staff. For the money, there's simply no better option.
The Telluride's great, but if you're blessed with a bit more bank, there's no shortage of luxury SUVs that'll make you a whole lot poorer. There's even a new one from Aston Martin, the DBX, and we were also seduced by the Land Rover Defender, both on and off-road. But overall, no one does a better luxury SUV than Mercedes. The GLB, GLC, and GLS all sit at the top of our rankings in their respective segments, but it's the midsize GLE that's the best all-rounder. It's our top-rated luxury SUV for the second year in a row.
Spread across 6 variants, not even including the coupe models, is an assortment of quality features, including comprehensive exterior cameras, wireless phone charging, and air suspension that even helps you get unstuck.
The big and powerful MBUX infotainment system remains one of our favorites for the variety of ways you can control it. Whether you go with 2 or 3 rows of seats, Mercedes' attention to interior quality, materials, and comfort are clear. From the quad-zone automatic climate control to massaging seats, and yes, even down to the heated and cooled cup holders. Fancy.
Yes, the price can jump considerably as you move up the range. But with the GLE, you truly get what you pay for. And if you expect the utmost from your luxury SUV, then look no further.
Nothing stimulates more debate than our top-rated award for electric car. And I don't mean just on Twitter. People like to talk about this stuff. The next few years are gonna see an explosion of choice from brands old and new. But for now, at least, last year's winner remains our favorite, the Tesla Model 3.
We remain skeptical of lots of Tesla's promises, from future vehicles to the so-called full self-driving. Frankly, believe it when you see it. But to focus on such things is to devalue the merits of the vehicle itself, which are ever improving. Our choice remains the entry-level Standard Range Plus. And for the upcoming 2021 model year, Tesla is introducing such niceties as black trim and wireless phone charging.
While it's unlikely you'll match Tesla's claimed range figures, we never have. There's enough real-world range for most shoppers. Plus, buying in gets you access to the supercharger network, which remains the most robust fast charging setup across the nation. The Model 3 is a powerful, attractive, and highly functional EV that serves as an excellent commuter for shoppers who are ready to adopt all-electric mobility. Edmunds has owned 2 Model 3s. Our editor-in-chief bought one for his family car. That's the strongest recommendation we can make.
Jonathan's not wrong, that's actually my car and we're shooting it mainly because Tesla fired their press office. Anyway, moving on. Reflecting changes in the market, this year we're debuting a new award for Luxury EV. In the past year, we've seen the birth of the Tesla Model Y, the Polestar brand, and a brilliant new electric car from Porsche, the Taycan. We even went out and bought a Model Y, and you can read all about what it's like to live with on our site. But by the year's end, the Y had met its match in the form of a new contender from the old world. Edmunds Top Rated Luxury EV for 2021 comes not from Silicon Valley, but from Detroit. It's the Mustang Mach-E.
The Mach-E has a lot in common with similarly priced EVs. It's available in configurations for long-range efficiency, high performance, or something in between. It offers up to 300 miles of range, and it's packed with all the latest advanced safety features and driver assistance. But it's really the details that set it apart. The interior is much nicer than its closest competitors, both in terms of design and functionality. The digital instrument panel and center touchscreen are sufficiently modern. They offer sharp graphics and are easy to use, which makes it superior to systems from Tesla and Porsche.
When the Mach-E debuted, more than a few of us were suspicious of this all-electric quasi-SUV with a muscle car name, but we aren't anymore. The Mach-E is a stellar vehicle in its own right, but more broadly, it not only integrates the Mustang identity into its styling and driving experience, it also paves a way for that name to exist in the future. A Mustang is a luxury car? Well, surely we've lost our minds, right? Let's walk you through our thinking. We believe that EV luxury begins at $40,000. The Mach-E's MSRP starts above that point, and we believe the one that you should get is gonna be in the mid $50,000 range. That means your closest competition is gonna be the Tesla Model Y and Polestar 2, and those models are definitely luxury vehicles. So with that out of the way, let's talk about something that doesn't need as much nuance, and that's family mid-size sedans. Now, these aren't as popular as they have been, and that's unfortunate because they've never been better. Our perennial favorite, the Honda Accord, received a modest update this year, but it wasn't enough for it to retain its crown. So instead, we have another win for Kia. Our top-rated sedan is the all-new Kia K5.
In recent times, Kira's really raised our expectations for a given segment, and what began with the Telluride SUV continues with the K5 sedan.
As a replacement for the Optima, the K5 makes a striking first impression, thanks to sharp design that's far more compelling than some of its more pedestrian-looking competition. Inside is a smartly dressed cabin, equally rich with technology and user-friendly, from a large center touchscreen to wireless phone integration. A quiet interior and supportive seats makes for a comfy cabin, and a smooth operating engine and gearbox extends that comfort when on the move.
Available all-wheel drive makes the K5 an appealing choice for those in snowy climates, while the imminent arrival of the performance-focused GT version promises more driving pleasure. Pair all this with a warranty package that's among the best in the business, and you have an unbeatable value in the class.
It's rare that a car's midlife refresh does enough to propel it to the very top. But updates to the style and technology of the Mercedes E-Class have made a good car great. Indeed, they're enough to see it replace last year's winner, the A-Class, as our top-rated luxury sedan.
The E-Class is offered in a variety of models, yet they all share a common theme of driving pleasure, refinement, and sophisticated tech. The newly available and very intuitive MBUX infotainment system gives users a variety of methods for control, whether you prefer touch or voice. The quiet interior provides all-day comfortable seats with plenty of adjustments for occupants of all sizes. If you have a lot of road trips planned, spring for the massaging seats. Trust me, you will not regret it.
No matter the engine you choose, from the turbo 4-cylinder to the 6-cylinder to even the 8-cylinder, the E-Class accelerates seamlessly, whether it's under the command of your right foot or the brains behind the clever adaptive cruise control system. Subtle and dignified, yet capable and comfortable, the E-Class is what you should picture when someone says luxury sedan.
Let's be honest, this is probably the award we look forward to most. This year we've tested exotic sports coupes from Porsche, Bentley, and Lamborghini, just to name a few. But our repeat winner hails from Detroit via Kentucky. It's the Chevrolet Corvette.
Indeed, we rate it so highly that we went out and bought that very car.
And now we have constant staff arguments over who gets to take it home. Running the C8 in our long-term test fleet has only solidified our appreciation for what Chevrolet has done. The Corvette is equally at home on a racetrack, a windy road, the main drag, or in stop-and-go traffic. The Corvette's fabulously responsive and excellent-sounding V8 maintains its muscle car credentials, while its new and much talked-about mid-engine layout is supercar stuff.
With the Corvette, Chevrolet's combined an acute understanding of what makes a sports car exciting with a price tag that's within reach of more shoppers. To find another sports car that's as fun, quick and comfortable, you'd have to spend almost twice as much. And soon there'll be versions with even more performance. In 2021, the best might get even better.
Honestly, we love the Corvette so much, we spent our own money on one. And you can read about it at edmunds.com.
So that's it for the Edmunds Top Rated Awards 2021. 8 great winners at the end of an interesting 12 months. Roll on next year when a whole new generation of vehicles will be unveiled and, hopefully, unmasked. Stay safe and thanks for watching.